Good morning. It's milking time. When we went from milking one cow to two, my husband wasn't sure how he'd manage. But it's been a little over a month now, and he's figured out a pretty good system. Normally, while he milks, I'm working in the kitchen, skimming milks, prepping for cheese making, or making breakfasts and packing lunches. But this particular morning, I followed along so I could film his system. In the evening, usually between 7 and 8, the cows make their way up from the back field. My husband gives them hay and pens Fiona, Emma's month-old calf, in the milking shed paddock, so that Emma will be ready for milking in the morning. You ready?
Yeah.
Daisy is the first to get milked. Before he brings her in, my husband stocks the grain trough with grain and hay. She's like a 1-ton puppy, impatient and very excited for her grain. In fact, this particular morning she surprised me at one point by trying to eat a mouthful of my hair when my back was turned. We've been milking her for over a year now, and she's still giving 2.5 to 3 gallons of milk each morning. Now that Butterscotch is no longer nursing, there's a lot more cream too.
She peeing? Yeah.
Daisy is generally a clean cow. It's not like her to pee when she's in the milking stall. Once she's done being milked, he one-handedly pours the milk from the milker into a food-grade 5-gallon bucket and then uses the milker for Emma. The reason he does it with one hand is because he doesn't want to set down the lid and risk getting that dirty. We're trying to keep everything as sanitary as possible.
Are you my mama?
Daisy is always reluctant to leave the milking shed, so my husband has to lure her out with a scoop of grain. Otherwise, trying to get her to walk out on her own. He knows it won't work.
Emma.
And now it's Emma's turn. Sometimes Fiona will try to slip in and nurse, so we have to close the door while milking Emma. Emma is so small in comparison to Daisy. She's also a dirty cow. She often comes in dirty, and she frequently will pee and poop while in the milking stall. After a number of times of this, my husband finally caught on that this was just how it was going to be, and he started putting down old hay behind her to reduce the spatters. And she's a tail flicker, so now he ties up her tail too. So the system for cleaning off the cows is that first he washes down the udder with soapy, wet paper towels, dries them off, and then he dips them in iodine, wipes them down again,
Make sure that's your tail.
and then squirts milk out of each teat.
Why chicken again?
So today he gets through all of that, and then
Yep.
Emma pees. But of course she does. She pees a lot. Goodness.
I get to start all over.
Notice how full Emma's udder is at the start of milking, and you'll get to see afterwards how slack it is. Don't worry, we don't get all of the milk though. She holds back a whole bunch for Fiona. Emma has a little cut up on the inside of her leg, and so before he lets her out, he puts medicine, his blue coat, on it.
Go on. Go on.
And now it's Fiona's turn. Now that milking's done, he cleans up the hay and hoses down the stall. Loads up with the milks. And turns off the light. On the way back to the house, we let the chickens out. This is my younger daughter's flock. They're supposed to start laying in about a month, I think. And these are our pigs, Fern and Petunia. We got them so we could feed them the leftover whey from cheese making, and later they'll feed us. And that, my friends, is my husband's system for milking 2 cows. The most important thing, he says, is that you find a routine and then stick with it so that the cows know what to expect.